morning. I'm Melanie Tucker with Rare Finds Travel, and you've tuned into my video series of COVID-19 updates from around the globe. And today we go far away. I'm here in Maine on a little island called Mohegan. But on the other side of the screen, you're looking at Bangkok, Thailand. And we have Hansa here. Hi, Hansa.
Hi, Melanie.
Thanks for joining me.
Yeah.
It took a little coordination because it's late at night there, right?
Yes, that's why you cannot see the surrounding outside at the moment because it is dark.
Yeah. And this is your home in Bangkok.
Yes.
Okay, so just to let everybody know, like, who you are, I had the great pleasure of meeting you, what, like 3-4 years ago, and you do a few amazing things, but one experience I particularly love, which I think you're going to tell us about later. But tell us, like, how you got into the guiding business, and now what's it like during COVID-19? How's it changed this spring?
Oh, of course, for the tourism business, that it is completely stopped.
Yes.
Because not only the foreigner can, the foreigner cannot come into Thailand, and also the government said that they ask for our collaboration that for the self-isolation. Yes, and I think it is better for everyone. Yeah,
I agree. Are most people in Bangkok, do they agree with you, or are they fighting it?
Oh, most of them, they agree, and they do quite a good protection. But just only a few that they would like to break the law, because now we have the curfew time that we cannot go out after 10 p.m. until 4 a.m. But there are some people that they say that, oh, I have something to do at night, something like that. And this week, from 13 to 15 April, normally it is Thai New Year.
Oh.
And but this year we don't have any celebration. And from the 10 to 20, all the alcohol drinks are not allowed to sell.
Wait, let me make sure I get that. From the 10th to the 20th of April is supposed to be Thailand New Year, but there's no.
Actually, official it is 13 to 15,
okay.
But many of Thai people, we can celebrate for long period. In some area, in Chiang Mai, they can celebrate the whole month. Yeah, or in some area,
So what's with the alcohol? They can serve alcohol, or they can't have alcohol?
Cannot sell.
Really?
Yes, cannot sell. So on the night,
because here in the United States, they are only having essential businesses open, but one of the essential businesses that they deemed essential was the liquor store, the alcohol store. So that was kind of funny. It's a different approach, right? But no alcohol, April 10th through 20th.
Yes, no alcohol. So one funny thing is the government just announced this rule in the late afternoon on the 9th of April. And on that day, many of the workers asked for the advance payment from their boss to stock for the alcohol at home.
But not you.
No.
Okay, so tell us how you got to be a guide in Bangkok.
You mean how? Yeah.
How did you start? How did you become a guide?
Well, actually, I love traveling. Actually, to be the tour guide was my dream career since I was very young.
Mm-hmm.
But and one day, I don't know. I think before I do this trip, I learn the bicycle every weekend with my husband.
Okay.
At the salt farm. So then we become friends with the salt farmer. And one day,
you're saying salt. You're saying the salt farmer.
Yeah, salt farmer.
Okay.
Yes. And then I met the another family in the fisherman village. It's not far from the salt farm area, and not uh, and not for long from that, then I found a website with locals. Yeah, yeah.
With
Then
locals, yes.
yes, yes, and then I apply. It is like the jigsaw, something like that. Like a
Yeah, it's a path. Yeah.
yes,
Just like now, I always say, just go down the path, and the path will reveal itself. You just take one step at a time. Just like
yes,
COVID-19, that's how you became a guide. And with
yes,
locals, a really good company. That's how I,
yes, yes,
yeah.
yes.
So that's great. So it's dark outside there right now, but if you looked outside, it would be about 8:30 at night. And so the curfew hasn't started yet. So what does it look like? What if we could see outside, if there were light, what would the street outside your home look like right now?
Mm, for my whole so it is getting quiet, but I will compare. I will tell you about the like a Chinatown. That
Okay.
if anyone went to Chinatown, you know that it was very crowded at night time. But at the moment, like for the street vendor, they will stop business around at 8 p.m. But
They would
formally,
stop what? What will they stop?
they stop for the food vendors. They
Okay.
stop the business at 8 p.m. But
Okay.
formally 8 p.m. maybe like was the peak time.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
But they stop, and then by 10 o'clock the streets are empty.
Yes, yes. Oh, but before the curfew, at that time the business was getting quiet, and some people took the video clip that about 2 a.m. the street vendor, like they said, oh, let's see, the business was very quiet, so they play badminton on the road.
Oh, badminton.
Yeah,
Oh, that's good. You got to keep it fun. That's good.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so when here in the United States, you said people before the no alcohol, they got money from their boss to go
Mm.
stock up on alcoholic drinks. But are there other weird things like that here in the U.S.? They're having these toilet paper wars. People go and like
Mm.
are trying to get all the toilet paper. So is it like that in Thailand?
No, and this is also the question from us that why the people in the US or in the Europe have to stock for the tissue paper.
Well, Hansa, we're asking the same thing too. But it is happening, and a lot of stores are like they'll let you buy, but only 2 rolls or things like that. It's silly. So what happens if you break the curfew? I just heard in Italy that if you are caught by the police outside your house, a certain distance from your house, if you are caught, you will get not just a ticket, but it's actually you'll actually get a criminal charge. It comes on your criminal record. It's very serious. Are they doing that in Thailand too?
Yes, in Thailand, like we have like if we are caught, then if you would like to go out, like you have to pay cash. I think maybe 1,200 US dollar.
Wow,
Just to
that's a
go.
lot of
Yeah.
money.
Yes. Yes. And you have to be in the jail for one night, something like that. And then maybe can you be on the jail? Yeah. But anyhow, there was not some nice news that some people still did the party. Yeah. And they like to take the picture or show on the Facebook, something like that. Then the police go to catch them.
Oh, that wasn't smart.
Mm.
So we none of us know when this quarantine is going to end. We hope soon, but none of us know. And the first priority we all want is to be safe and to have good going forward. But when the quarantine does end, what's the first thing that you want to do?
Well, the first thing I would like to do is I would like to go to the barber shop.
You look beautiful though.
Because now at the moment, my mom has the customer. I mean, from my dad, my
Oh,
nanny, and my dog.
oh, your mother cuts hair.
Yes, and also for us, when we were young, my mom cut hair for us. But
Yeah.
okay, now no, please.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody has those jokes of their mother's haircuts. They were
Yeah,
not
yes,
usually the best. That's funny. So, do you have? We talked before we got on the Zoom call. We talked about good things that were happening because the virus stories can be scary, and they're we don't want to avoid the truth. But there's this other truth going on too, that people are doing things that are generous, and people are doing things that are inspiring and helpful and philanthropic. So do you have us? Can you tell us something like that that's happening over there in Thailand?
yes, yes. Like us, like me and my sister, we do the DIY face shields, and then we
You
donate
do the what?
the DIY face shield that are made from the plastic sheet.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and then we donate to the hospitals and
Oh,
to the policemen in the remote area. Yeah, and like some of my friends, she collaborate with collect the money and buy the food for the poor people, something like that.
oh, that's
Yeah.
helpful. That's terrific. So here, everybody's doing masks, just masks, but you have like a whole face shield.
Yes. Some also do saw the closed face masks. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you're doing like the plastic face shield. And
Yes. Yes.
how does it attach to your head?
Yeah. It is very easy. Like you cut the plastic sheet, the A4 size, and then you cut the sponge and let the thickness about 2 inches thickness. Yeah.
Okay.
And yes, and then you put it on the plastic sheet and staple it to side,
Okay.
and you use the tape at the end. Then the staple cannot sharpen on the face. This
Oh,
is the suggestion from my cousin who is the doctor. She
it,
said that
who said
for
this?
my
Who
this
said
is
that?
the suggestion from my cousin, from my relative. She
Okay.
is the doctor. Yeah, and she said that for the 2 inches thickness of the sponge is perfect for the doctor.
Okay.
Because almost of the doctor have to use the glasses. Yeah,
Oh, yes, that's smart. That's right. And then how far down does it come? It comes to here or it comes to
just
here?
come to
To your
here.
shoulders.
Yes,
Right
but
be-
yeah,
right. Well, that's a great thing to do. That's an
yeah.
excellent thing to do. Oh, do you
I will
have
show you the no. This one is a fashionable one.
one? I see. That's the fancy one.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's good. That's great, Hansa, that you're doing that. That's excellent. Okay, so that's a really good snapshot of what's going on in Thailand right now. But when people can actually travel there, maybe
Mm-hmm.
this summer, maybe the fall, we'll see, right? As soon as people can travel there,
Yeah.
there are so many great experiences that you can host there. But I think you picked out one, and I think it's my favorite. I think you picked
Mm-hmm.
out one to tell us about. So let's close by you taking a couple minutes and using words to describe to the listeners your very favorite experience in the Bangkok area.
Okay. Of course, it is my trip that
Yeah.
I will because in my trip I will bring guests to 3 places. Okay. The first I start from the mangrove sanctuary.
Mangrove Sanctuary. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then to the salt farm, and then to the fisherman village.
Okay.
Why? Yeah. So why I chose these 3 places? Because I can tell the people the relation of the sea, mangrove, and how it impact to the local people area. Because if they don't have the mangrove, they they cannot. If we lose the mangrove forest, it means that we also lose the small seafood, like because a mangrove is like a nursery for the small animals. Yeah.
Oh, like you call them cockles, I think. Cockles.
Cockles, yes. And
Yeah.
so when my guests went there, I always point them to see the different area that with the trees and without the trees. Yeah. So under the tree areas, they can see more animals.
Mm.
And okay, I'm not sure that this is the good thing or not to to talk about my country. That I always show them the garbage in
Oh,
the sea.
well,
Yeah.
yeah, it's part of the awareness of what's happening all over the world, and you know what we do here. We have garbage here too. Make no mistake.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that that's good, and I think the communities evolve and they learn more, and that's right.
Yeah.
Um, so how far is this area from Bangkok, and how do you get clients out to this area from Bangkok City?
Okay, so from here, from let's say Bangkok city center, it is about 20 kilometers
Okay.
or about 45 minutes. Yeah. So when I pick up my guests, I will we have the meeting point at the Butaka BTS station. Yeah.
Okay, at this train station. Okay.
Yes.
And then you
Yes.
drive or you take a train?
Oh well, I chose this station because it is not too far from my place, and I think it is more convenient for customer to meet me. But from the station, then I take them by the car. Yeah,
Okay.
I drive. Yes.
All right. So when you get to the mangroves, can you walk through the mangroves, or do you take a boat, or how do you go through the mangroves? Because the mangroves are a watery place, right? A watery.
Oh, okay. Well, in the mangrove forest, there is the path. So then the guests can look around. We can drive there, and from the mangrove, we also can drive to the salt farm. But to the fisherman village, this one is very special because this is I think maybe just a few places in Bangkok that there is no road to reach the village. You
Mm,
have to go there by boat only.
nice water lot. That's very
Yeah.
special, right? And
Yes.
so you drive the car to a place where you have a boat waiting, and you all get in the boat and go.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And then the fisherman's village, the homes are all on stilts. The village itself is in a watery area. Yes?
Uh, uh, the home is built on the land. But at first, I also wonder why did they settle their house without the road, something like that. But because this village, it is about 100, more than 100 years old, and
Mm.
in the old day, people travel by boat.
Well,
Yeah,
good
yeah,
answer.
yes,
Yeah. So
and
what did they, I'm sorry, go ahead.
yeah, yeah, and after that, the government had a project to build a road to the village, but the local they didn't want because the pollution can destroy the farm or the salt farm, because that area it used to be the salt farm, but now the price of the seafood is more expensive, so many people they changed from the salt farm to be the fishing area.
I see. And what do they fish for?
Well, mainly they do the cockle farms, but for the uh, shrimp, crab, fish, they
Crab.
can get it. Yeah, crabs, shrimp or fish, they can get it freely from the sea.
Oh, so the shrimp and crab, they have boats and they go out to the sea, but the
Yes,
cockles, they go back kind of towards the mangrove area.
yes. Like they buy the small cockle. yeah, and just put them in the pond and just let them grow. Yeah.
Oh, like a nursery. Well, that's how we might grow oysters. You know, an oyster, an oyster.
Yes, yes.
So some oysters are wild, like Northumberland wilds. They're just in the wild, and you can forage them in the wild. But most oysters are cultivated, like the cockles, and they're
Yeah.
in small ponds or they're in tanks, and maybe they're finished off in the bay. But yeah, they're cultivated the same way cockles.
Yes, yes.
And
And
so,
yeah, yeah.
so when you take us on this trip to this fishing village, what will we see there and who will we meet? And I think there's lunch, right?
Yeah. So you mean that at the fisherman village, right?
Right.
Yeah. So the hosts are a couple of uncle and auntie. I call them uncle and auntie. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Thai people call everyone uncle, auntie, sister, brother. Actually, we are not relatives.
Oh, so they're not related to you. Okay.
Not a relative.
You
And
know what? For all these years, I thought they were your aunt and uncle. That's funny.
yes, and they are very nice couple. And auntie is very good in cooking, and uncle, he is quite an artist because sometimes when we had lunch, if he has the artist mood, then he will play the live Thai music, the xylophone.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's really nice. I've
Yes,
never heard that. I would love to hear that.
yes.
That's nice. And what does Auntie serve for lunch?
For whatever that she can catch on that day.
It's fresh catch. That's even better.
Yes, well, because some season they can catch a lot of fish. Some season they can catch a lot of shrimp. Yes. So yeah. Mm.
Yeah. Oh, that's the best then. I mean that makes sense, right? Because they're in more of a self-sustaining mode as opposed to going to the market like you go to the market or I go to the market. They are more in a self-sustaining mode. They live off the land, and their gardens and the sea. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. And sometimes she also cook a dish that from the local plant we call seaweed.
Seaweed.
Seep. It is not a seaweed. It's called seep. SEEPWEED. And I found that actually this plant is also available in Florida.
Interesting. You mean they
Yeah.
sell it at the market in Florida?
I'm not sure that you can find in the market or not, but they say that it can be grown in the in Florida. Yeah, because some part of is in the tropical area. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the southern part of Florida. Have you been to Florida?
Yes, I went to Key West once.
Oh, really? Key West is one of my favorite places. That's great. So the Key West is in the Keys, right? The little island at the bottom. But Florida comes down like this, and at the lower part of Florida is the Everglades. And it would probably be a very similar environment to the fishing village with a lot of waterways and basically a marine environment. You're living by the sea, even on the sea. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that sounds great. I wish I were there now.
Please.
That sounds great. Well, thanks for joining us, Hansa. It was really good to see your face and to see your smile, and keep making those masks. What do you call them?
Face chew. Face and chew. Yeah.
Okay, fat chew. So keep up with the fat chew, and I'll come see you soon. And some of the viewers, I bet you've inspired them. We'll get everyone to Thailand. So hang in there.
Okay, so hope to see you soon and take care.
Yes, you too. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.